Hi guys, it's been a while since I've done one of these, talking to microphone and showing you guys how I edit these photos, so excuse me if I'm a bit rusty. Anyways, I shot this GTR a few weeks ago and a few people have asked me how I edit this shot and how did I get the lighting, etc. So I thought I'd do a quick walkthrough of how I did this GTR shot. So I want to go through the stages of what I used and type of lighting that I used. So first up, my camera was a Canon 5D Mark IV and I was using the 24-70 Mark II 2.8 lens. So these are the shots that I've chosen to edit. I've only did minor adjustments, just put down the highlights a bit, shadows up the clarity a wee bit. I love clarity. Oh, excuse the graffiti back here, that's yeah, it doesn't look good. Anyways, this is the base shot. As you can see, it's quite, I quite like it, and I could easily edit it and make something of it. The lighting that I used was a Godox AD600, not the pro version that I have, but the manual one. I think it's BM. So this is the base shot, and I walked around the car and took different pops of it. So here's me standing here, shot one right here, and then I went around the back and I like to skim this part just the side. It also lit up the alloys. Same thing again. This one I thought was quite harsh, but I think I used it in the final shot anyways. This one is a bit more mild, more acceptable. Use that one. Maybe I used this one for alloys actually, and then this one for the side. And then I went around this side to light up on the left side of the car. So it means I have exposures for back here, side, wheels, front here. So once I finish editing the raw photos, I open it and I align them, stack them up and align them, make sure that everything's all straight, which is probably why you can see this white line here, because Photoshop did a great job aligning all the photos that I stacked up. Just for reference, there's the after and there's the before. Anyways, if we open this one, we'll go through what I did. So here's the base shot that I was talking about. Added this layer from the front. This would be me standing here. So what I've done here is change the blending mode to lighten, masked out which areas I want. The second shot would have been from the front. You can see here, these are just minor adjustments, but the lighting does make a difference. And then, yes, that's right, the harsh one that I was talking about earlier, they were for the wheels. I know some of them would be quite harsh. For example, this one was the front one. If we go back to the raw one, it was quite bright, so I've decreased the opacity to 38%, because if we up it to 100, that looks quite harsh. Decreased it to 38%, just to make it look natural, if you like, not as harsh. The same goes with all the other shots. I mean, the wheels, I put it down at 84 if I was to increase it. I suppose you could put it at 100%, but I like to not go in too harsh with my photos. And then the last photo I used was for the side. You can see here, that's kind of thing missing. Yeah, so this one I decreased it to 49% because I don't want it too harsh. If I had it at full opacity, it would have looked like this. So we put it down to 49%, and I think it looks quite nice just the way it is. Everything's all aligned. Yeah, everything looks good. So before I said I didn't really edit my raw files, I only do minor adjustments. This is the reason why, because I know once I've stacked everything up like I have now, then I can go back into raw, do all the adjustments there. So what I've done here is cropped it slightly, messed about with the HSLs, the hue, saturation and luminance. Cannot remember what I've done. I'm sorry, I should have converted this to a smart object so I can just go back and tell you guys what I did, but it was just messing about, making everything brighter, change the color of some of the leaves. I like the red looks. I think that's what I done, yellow and then red. Just make it pop more. Once I have that done, I'm quite happy with this image. I can easily post it up, but I just wanted my own touch, which I usually do for most photos. So what I've done next is mess about with some of the adjustment layers. I've done selective coloring, color balance, levels. This is me brightening it up. I've added a matte look to this. The reason why I've done this is because I've darkened it a lot, and I've brightened some areas, so the matte to me kind of looks neutral. It kind of balances out the dark. And then the next one is for saturation. So what I've done here is reduce the cyans, but I think it's not really noticed, but I think I saw somewhere close up. Yeah, it must be it. I think it's from the headlight. The next shot, the most important one, is to get rid of that graffiti. I'm sorry about that, but it's just not nice, and sorry that you had to see that. And the final shot is really just straightening everything up. So what I've done here, I kept looking at this pole, and it is quite slanty, slightly. Even the wall is a bit slanty, so I have straightened them. And whilst doing that, I used a gradient filter just to darken this part up, so the focus is on the car purely. So that's what I've done, because let me see, because this one is still quite bright here. So yeah, it's quite simple shot really. If you look back, it's quite simple. There's not many layers here. It's all combining and then just adding little adjustment layers. But that is how I shot my GTR. As I said, guys, I'm really rusty at this, so I'm very sorry. If you'd like to see more of this walkthrough, let me know. Please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel, and hopefully I can get more shots like this up. Anyways, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.